Hello friends, welcome or welcome back. Let's just chat and put on some makeup. I want to talk about small ways that I'm trying to learn my value, like inherently as a human, but for real this time, kindness toward my inner child, especially when she doesn't want to take a bath. I feel like it's a common theme in mental health spaces for toxic positivity to enter the chat and be like the beautiful flower that you are, turn your face to the sun. Sounds good, but how? Here is what I've been trying to do. A lot of what I want to talk about today, I learned from one creator, and her name is Mindset Melanie. If you don't know who she is, her whole shtick, I guess, is to help overachieving, perfectionist, neurodivergent CEO women to step into their most abundant life or something. She inspires the shit out of me. She does offer services and digital products that I look forward to being able to invest in one day soon because I deserve it. But all of this great stuff that I've learned and carried with me that I kind of want to share some of it with you today has been absolutely free. Totally free. Totally recommend it. I literally just watch her TikTok lives while I do my skincare and makeup, treat it as me time, and apply her wisdom to the aspects of my life that I recognize as needing it, if that makes sense. And we'll start there, I guess, with the me time. Small moments of luxury. For myself, self-care is a 4-letter word. Maintaining myself in every sense has always been a chore for me until I started trying to gently shift my mindset from I have to have a shower today and I have 100 other things that I have to do and on top of that it's a sensory nightmare to the only thing I'm responsible for while I'm in the shower is washing my hair and my body. That's kind of nice. Yeah, it's a sensory nightmare, but let's create a system that makes it less so and just luxuriate in the me time. Obviously, it's not a cure for anxiety, but it helps me to get my body clean while standing beside the anxiety. I apply this to basically every hygiene task in my life, from brushing my teeth to putting on makeup. If you know, you know. And if you don't know, please don't judge. Finding luxury in the mundane, necessary evils of life has helped me to carry a lot of things that are going on right now with much more grace than I would have even a couple years ago. And I strongly believe that this is because I'm kind of forcing myself to take better care of myself regardless of if I think I deserve it. And it's difficult to believe that maybe I don't need to be grinding 24/7 thinking, how will the next bill get paid? What am I gonna do? Spinning my wheels mentally all the time, only to achieve, hopefully, the bare minimum, if we're lucky. But I'm still trying to make the believing I deserve to rest thing happen, because regardless of what I believe currently, I'm hoping that if I make self-care the norm, eventually I'll believe that I deserve to be maintained or whatever the heck. I don't know, and it'll feel like less of a chore maybe. I'm just out here talking, we're just doing our makeup. This isn't therapy. I feel like I'm gonna get a bad grade or something. I'm working on believing that I deserve the rest and peace that I wish for everybody else. Slow and steady. Another way that Melanie has shifted my mindset, rest is revenue. What? If you're burning yourself out and never allowing yourself to recharge, I probably don't even have to tell you what'll happen because I'm willing to bet you're living it. I personally live in such a lack mindset that I'm unable to participate in things that I enjoy without the mental exhaustion of, what bill could I be trying to pay with this time instead of doing this thing that I'm only getting joy from? Does joy pay the bills? But the honest to goodness truth is that the more I deny myself rest, the harder my body's going to eventually demand it. If you know, you know, right? If you don't take a break, your system just might assign a break time to you. And if you're hustling so hard that you don't feel like you can afford to take time to take care of yourself, you're gonna lose more time than you initially would have if you would have just allowed yourself to take one day off. You've probably noticed if you're not new around here, but I've essentially lived in pajamas for the last 5 years, and I'm slowly trying to crawl away from that. Kids screaming outside, get out of here. Just for a few minutes. I am a firm I thought I just broke one of my nails, but it just bent and it feels weird. I digress. I'm a firm believer in dressing comfortably, and I think if anyone's going to judge me for the way that I look, that speaks to their character more than it does mine. And with that being said, like, I'm a 34-year-old lady, and I just want a man I feel like a woman, you know? This month I decided to use what the Turtle Club generously provides me with on something other than, like, my portion of the Wi-Fi bill. And I picked up a new pair of pants. Sweatpants, yes, but they're green and have Snoopy on them. They're like, look, I'm athletic, but I'm also not getting off the couch, and this is a choice that's being made, and it's an aesthetic choice, like, kind of vibe, you know? To me, it feels like a comfortable and safe place to begin the escape from my comfort zone. Mindset Melanie said on a recent live that icons don't wear t-shirts. So once I pulled that spear out of my heart, I picked up a couple of new shirts. Cute cropped tank tops. I'm wearing one right now. They were $8 each. I got a black one and a white one. $8. In a sea of $34 items. The universe heard and understood the assignment that day, so I was able to walk out with not a t-shirt. How iconic! It felt like I was given permission to get way too much product on the brush just now. It felt like I was given permission to start dressing the way that I always want to, like the clothes that I see on other people, and I'm like, that's really cute. I love that for them. Why don't I, when I have an opportunity, provide that to myself? I was given the opportunity because of the Turtle Club. Thank you very much. But I've been playing around with the idea of going to a thrift store and, like, you know, purchasing a couple of items that would be okay for each season or whatever. Essentially rebuild my wardrobe after starting over again in 2020. And all of that is to say thank you from the bottom of my heart to the Turtle Club for allowing me the opportunity to even entertain the thought the dopamine surge is going to be spectacular, and I owe it to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Something I've recently figured out about my brain is that the language I use when choking down affirmations actually matters. If I tell myself something like, everything is okay, you are okay, I'll know that I'm lying. But will it eventually be okay? Absolutely. What's that saying about how everything will be okay in the end? If it's not okay, it's not the end. Everything will be okay, even if it isn't right now. People who are really into manifesting and stuff would probably be like, oh, you're supposed to live as if you already have the stuff you're trying to achieve. And to that I say, yes, I know. I'll get there. I will. Even if I'm not there yet, I will. But a slight shift in language like that? Absolute game changer. Sure, I'm still wildly overwhelmed. Good enough. We can work with this. Small shifts in language apparently yield huge benefits for me, personally. When I ask you at the end of every video to remember to be kind to yourself, all of this is the kind of stuff that I'm talking about, I guess. Take care of yourself, even if it feels counterintuitive. Even if it feels like uncomfortable and wrong. It's important. Be gentle with yourself, but hold yourself accountable. Grace yourself with that which you wish for others. Does that make sense? This is what they're talking about with formal language usage. I'm such a pretentious ass. If you've got anything to add to this, I would love to hear from you in the comments. Please, I'm constantly begging for help in the comments. Share your wisdom so that I can learn from it and then regurgitate it so other people can learn from it. We're all out here learning. Isn't that great? I love that for us. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you as always to the Turtle Club for keeping this little channel afloat. I hope you take some time to find a little bit of luxury in a small moment in your day today, and hold on to that moment just for you, because you deserve it. Don't forget to be kind to yourself and others today, in that order, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!